This is the Boston Celtics newsfeed on CLNS. Today is Friday, November 17th, 2017. This is Nick Jericho reporting for CLNS, the leading online provider of audio and visual coverage for the Boston Celtics. Last night, the Celtics picked up what might have been their most impressive win of this young season as they took down the Golden State Warriors 92-88 at the Garden. In doing so, they picked up their 14th straight win and improved their record to a league-best 14-2. Gordon Hayward was back in the Garden last night for the first time since his season-ending injury. He sat behind Boston's bench and was introduced to the crowd after lineups were announced, receiving a massive ovation. After the game, he sent out a tweet saying, quote, "Got to see my guys in person tonight. Didn't disappoint. Another one." End quote. Jaylen Brown led the way for the Celtics in this game, who struggled offensively for pretty much the entire night. He scored 11 points during a stretch in the third quarter where the Celtics managed to put up 18 unanswered and get themselves back into the game. He finished with 22 points on the night to go with 7 rebounds. Brown did play last night's game with a heavy heart though, as he made it known just before the matchup that his best friend had passed away in Atlanta. After the game, Brown told Celtics media that he wasn't even sure if he'd play in last night's game, but a phone call from his late friend's mother convinced him to go out and play. Brown said, quote, "It was hard getting my thoughts together, but after talking to his mom and his family, they inspired me to come out and play. I wasn't in any shape to come out. I didn't want to leave my room, but they inspired me to come out and play, and I came out and played in his spirit today. My teammates held me up and we pulled it out." End quote. Next for the Celtics, they will be in Atlanta looking to take down the Hawks on Saturday. Today's episode of the Celtics newsfeed is sponsored by Greats, makers of the all-time greats. Classic, stylish, and comfortable sneakers sold at a great price. Visit Greats.com to check out their variety of men's and women's styles. From their Royale lace-ups to their Worcester slip-ons, there are shoes for any style or occasion. And we've got a special deal here for our audience. Save 15% on your first order with our offer code Celtics Roundtable. Go to Greats.com, that's Greats.com, and be sure to enter Celtics Roundtable to save 15% at checkout. Greats offers a no-risk return and exchange policy to guarantee that you get the right fit in a style you love. That's Greats.com and use our code Celtics Roundtable to save 15%. Alright, the Celtics might be off tonight, but there's still plenty of games to watch around the league for all you hoop heads out there. To tip things off, the Detroit Pistons are in Indiana to take on the Pacers, followed by the Washington Wizards hosting the Miami Heat, the Utah Jazz heading to Brooklyn to face the Nets, the Cleveland Cavaliers hosting the LA Clippers, the New York Knicks heading up north to Toronto for a game with the Raptors, the Chicago Bulls hosting the Charlotte Hornets, the Spurs facing off against the Oklahoma City Thunder at home, the Minnesota Timberwolves heading to Dallas for a game with the Mavericks, the Sacramento Kings hosting the Portland Trail Blazers, the Denver Nuggets hosting the New Orleans Pelicans, and the Los Angeles Lakers squaring off against the Phoenix Suns at home. That's gonna do it for now, guys, so make sure to follow CLNS on Twitter at CLNS Media and subscribe to the Celtics newsfeed both on iTunes and Stitcher, as well as the CLNS Media Network mobile podcast app. This has been Nick Jericho for Celtics newsfeed and the CLNS Media Network.